All right, I think we are all up and running. I'm running a little behind schedule this morning. What's new? But welcome back to Happy Breath Creations. My name's Jessie. This is my channel where we do all things art, yoga, and meditation. Today we are at my art desk. Every single Tuesday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, we are here. And I'm actually thinking about adding a couple more times during the week to that. So stay tuned. I don't know when or if that will even happen at all. Also, sorry I look like a gremlin today. I encourage you to show up as you are, and this is me showing up as I am today. A little messy, a little late, a little crazy, I don't know. But I am going to be working on a commission today. So I'll be, I've got, okay, the final product will be 2 poodles on either side, and then in the center there will be a picture of the 2 poodles together. So today I'll be working on mostly composition, I think. I want to try to figure out what stance they'll be in, or what poses they'll be in. That's really my goal for today, is just to have that set and ready to go. If we get to color, great. I kind of don't think we will. I want to put quite a bit of thought into this. I already have put quite a bit of thought into it, but I want to put pencil to paper and really, see some of these thoughts that are in my brain come to reality. So that is the goal for today. I'll probably just be working with pencil for the day. I have my pen out just in case, but I don't know that I'll actually get there. I feel like there's going to be a lot of erasing, a lot of figuring out today. So, yeah, just, whatever projects you have going on, just grab yourself your materials and meet me at your art space, and let's get to sketching or making some art together. This is my little tiny pencil. I bring it up every time that I use it because it's so freaking cute. I have a pencil extender somewhere, but your guess is as good as mine as to where it is, and I still haven't cleaned up my art desk from the last time that we had this conversation. So, life's a little messy today. It's okay. Okie dokie. I have comments pulled up here if you want to participate. I really, really encourage you to do so. The whole reason that I want to do these live art sessions is to create a sense of community and bring people together who like similar things. So feel free to participate. You don't have to. I don't always participate in things like that, so I get it. Sometimes you just want to sit in the background and watch, and I get that too. So just come as you are, and yeah, I don't know. Let's get started. So I found a few pictures of poodles together that I like, or dogs in general. I don't know if they're all poodles. So I'm going to use those for inspiration, I think, today. And I don't know. We'll just kind of see what comes out of this session. I'm coming into it with no expectations. If I don't come up with an idea that I just absolutely love, that's okay. I like to keep these sessions as low pressure as possible for myself, because I feel like my best art comes out of play. And once we start putting that pressure on ourselves, I think we lose the ability just to play. And so I think it's more important to just not have that pressure attached to it. And I invite you to come to your sketchbook with the same mentality, even if you're working on commissions, especially if you're working on commissions, because like I said, I do think that the best art comes out of play and low pressure situations. So, all right, that's my soapbox for the day. So some of these are paintings that other people have done. Some of these are just photos of dogs. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to use them all as a little bit of inspiration. I meant to find pictures of poodles where they're just themselves. I only found one, it looks like, or two. I don't know. We'll come around. We'll keep a lookout. I can go through these. Let's see. Okay, so these are some of the references that I've found so far. I really like this one. I love all the texture in the poodles. Yeah, I really like that one a lot. This is somebody else's art, and I just like Google searched. I don't know who the artists are of these, unfortunately. They were just images that popped up through a search. Oh, Yvonne Carter, maybe, or Carton, I don't know. This one doesn't have a name anywhere. But I liked the white background on this one. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Let me put this in Do Not Disturb. Sorry. Okay. I liked, oh my goodness. I liked the white background on this one. I do like the style of this one as well. I like the background. I like that it's kind of loose, but you can still, I don't know, like it's something, it's interesting, I guess, to look at. More poodles. More poodles. I like the stances of this one, the poses that they're in. I just think it's sweet. I like the thought of, well, first of all, I like the gold in this. And I do have some gold leaf, or whatever it's, is it gold leaf? Whatever it's called. I do have like that foil stuff that you add into your paintings, and so that could be a fun addition maybe. And I also like the thought of the two poodles on the edges looking at each other like this, maybe. Vaguely, I like these poses. I don't think it'll be what I end up going for. I think I want the middle to be landscape. But maybe not. I don't know. That's what today is trying to figure out, what that might look like. But also I like all the greenery in the background. I think that could be a fun addition, maybe. I like that these poodles are all holding hands. They're really cute. These guys are adorable. I like this stance as well. I thought that was really sweet. And I could see something like that working. But I also like the idea of the dogs looking at the camera. So I don't know, or whatever, looking at the viewer. I don't know. We'll play around with that, I think. Just two dogs next to each other. I liked the flowers in the background. I think that line of orange gives the eye a little bit of, just some visual interest for your eye to kind of bounce around and look at. I thought this could be sweet on either side of the picture where they're together. This one's cute. Sitting on a couch together, kind of cuddled up next to each other. I think it's sweet. Okay, I really like the bow ties in this one. And the sunglasses and the hat and stuff. I like the accessories. I don't know if the person commissioning this piece has the same feelings about this one, but I think it could be a lot of fun. Maybe to throw a hat on, or I know her dog that she has right now, she goes and gets her hair done, and I think sometimes she like maybe braids her hair or puts it in like pigtails or something. She does something with her hair, so maybe looking at that a little bit deeper and incorporating that into the final piece could be fun. Maybe because it's a girl dog and a boy dog, maybe the boy dog could have a bow tie and the girl dog could have matching bows in her hair. Okay, I at least have to put that as an option. That has to be an option. I like this dog in the background, her little head's cocked to the side. Just two little poodles sitting right next to each other. And that's it. So, those are some of the references that I'm going to be kind of looking at and going through as we go through today's session. Let me set this here. I'm sorry about my squeaky chair. I know it's been driving people crazy. It's driving me crazy too, don't worry. But every time I try to oil it up, it just goes right back to being squeaky. And I don't know how to fix that permanently. Unless I just have to oil it all of the time. Okay, so we did a little bit with composition last week. But I don't feel like I had very good ideas. I wasn't feeling particularly creative in that session. I don't feel like my brain ever really got into like any kind of a flow state. And so that's why I ended up going and trying to find references. I just felt like I needed a little bit more like visual input, I guess, for this project. Especially, so all the commissions that I've done in the past have been based on an existing picture. And this one isn't. We're creating the scene ourselves. And so I think it's requiring a little bit more what's the word? I don't even know. I'm not scared of it. It doesn't feel like anxiety or anything. But it just like requires a little bit more creativity, and I question myself a little bit more. There it is. I question it. I question every single decision. And so I just want to make sure that we end up loving this last piece. Maybe that is anxiety. That's anxiety, isn't it? Yeah. We'll call it like it is. Okay, so let's see here. I also did have the thought, so the last time that we did this, I think I had decided to do 3 of this size, but I do think it could be fun to have like a really big one and then 2 of this like medium-sized ones. Or maybe even this way. Because I do want landscape. I still don't know. See, I'm also having to think, what is the composition of the pieces themselves? Like the pieces of the art, how do they go together? And so I want to make sure that I'm like thinking through all of the things so that when I hand this over to the person buying it, like she loves it. Like I want her to love it. So just thinking through all of the things. That does look nice, though. These sizes next to each other look good. Like if you could imagine another one of these right here. I could see that being on a wall. But we don't want to make it too big. She did mention she doesn't want to have like a shrine of her dogs. So we've got to think through that too. And maybe this is too big. I don't know. Let's focus on. Look, the anxiety's coming through again. We'll just focus on composition for now, and we'll go from there. So, I'm still just going to do little like thumbnail versions of this, and ignore my little circus tents over here. I was playing in my sketchbook with a friend. And, so I do still like the dogs, coming in from the side, excuse me, and they're kind of looking maybe like a 3/4 turn here. I don't like the ones of them laying down unless this one's portrait. I think 3 all being landscape is too much. I don't know, just it takes up too much space, I think. I like the idea of 3 portraits. I like the idea of 2 portraits, 1 landscape. And I do still like this, this setup, I think. I don't know. The 3 portraits is really calling to me today, though. Maybe I do like the portraits. And that would help because I liked the setup of the big paper in the center with these on the outsides. Like, I think their sizing is nice. I don't know. Okay, let's play. So, option 1 is 3 portraits. Maybe dog number 1. Coming at us from the side. And dog number 2 coming at us from the other side. And then these 2 being straight on. Almost straight on anyway. I do like this. Now, what if they were like kind of angled in toward each other? That's kind of cute. Okay, I like those. Option 3 is gonna be, this one really could be landscape or portrait. I think it just kind of depends, I guess, on how much body we want to see. So let's go portrait or landscape. That's too big, isn't it? That's the same size. Oh well. Okay, so these guys coming off the edge. And then I do like it. Well, I think I do like that one. Okay, so we'll skip that one. This one again could be portrait or landscape, really. We'll do it in landscape just for variety's sake. Okay, so we've got one dog sitting. Also, sorry if you can hear my dog in the background. I gave him a toy that you can stick treats in. And he's going to town on that thing. And then another dog lying down. I ran myself out of room here. Let's start with the body. Oh, it's because the paws come like way down. It's got a little tail back there. Okay. So we've got Poodle sitting upright. Poodle sitting upright, but slightly leaning in toward each other. Poodle's facing the same direction, kind of out, kind of at a three-quarter view. One lying down, one sitting up. This one's definitely portrait all the way through. Okay, and we've got one poodle up here front and center. Well, not quite front and center, but in the front. And then another poodle right behind. Okay, so for this one, we're changing the ones on the edges a little bit. Actually, not as much as I thought, though. It's really just changing the direction of his face. I don't know if you can really tell what that is. Oh, this one's gonna be landscape. that's why those are so big. They should be shorter than the ones next to it. Only slightly though. That's pretty cute with them holding hands. Or crossing paws. That's the one of them on the stairs. I don't think that one's gonna work for me. These are all gonna be portrait. Let me know if you're stopping in, if you are working on your own project. I love to know what you guys do while this is going on. This one's pretty cute. This is the one of, so there's a dog in front, just sitting there being a good girl or good boy. And then there's another dog behind. Can't really tell what's going on here. Yeah, okay, so I don't think 8's in, I don't think 9's in. Okay, this one's definitely gonna be landscape. And this is the sweet one where they're facing the same direction, kind of looking out. It almost looks like they're like watching a sunset together or something. It's really sweet. I want this one to work, but I kind of don't think it's gonna. I think the blobs are gonna be too, I don't know. I just don't think they're gonna work. I don't know. I don't hate it. I can see the potential there. Ugh. It's so hard to know. Okay, this is another portrait one. Sorry if you can hear that bird. It's very loud. My AC went out. I work out of my bonus room, and my AC, my mini split went out up here last week, and they can't get here until tomorrow. So the weather, thank goodness, I'm in Middle Tennessee, but the weather has been in August. I'm in Middle Tennessee in August, and my AC went out. But the weather has been fantastic. It's been like mid 70s to low 80s all day, every day. Since our AC went out, except maybe the first day or two was pretty rough. But the rest of the days have been really nice, so I've been able to keep the windows open, and I haven't died up here yet. So send good vibes. Okay, so for this one, this is the one that has the like row of flowers back behind it. So the stance doesn't really matter, but I just want to make note of the flowers really quick. Because I think what'll happen after this is I'll go through and decide what I like about each one. And then put all the pieces together that I like. That's what I think will probably happen. So, let's see. Just kind of note the row of flowers here. And I kind of like the fence line. Like, I feel like it just gives us, ooh, look at that. Yeah, I like that. Okay, that's good to know. Maybe throwing a line of flowers and something to, I don't know, guide our eyes around the page a little bit more. I like it. All right. This one is going to be portrait here. And really, I think this could be portrait or landscape. It's a perfect square on the reference. Maybe it's cuter if it's portrait, though. So it's the one where they're on the couch together. Okay, and then this is the one where it's just their head instead of where their bodies are coming through. It's just her head. And her ears kind of coming off the page a little bit. This ear is almost completely off the page, other than where it's hanging down. That's pretty cute. Oh, that would be on that side probably. Let's change that. Okay, let me see if I can flip an image in my head. By the way, I can't. So I've mentioned it on this channel before, but I have aphantasia, which means that I can't see things in my head, which I think is why this stage is a little scary. Or not scary necessarily, but I feel like I probably have to work a little bit harder than people who can see images in their head. I don't know. Okay, so this ear is up, and then its hair all the way to the edge, and then this ear kind of comes off the page, but you can see the bottom of it, and then her nose, and body. That's pretty cute. I almost want to paint all the ones that I like and like let her choose which ones she likes most. And nothing really says that these have to be the exact same. You know, one could be where the dog's closer up and the head's tilted a little bit more, and one could be a little bit further. Like maybe that describes their personalities a little bit more, because I know, you know, one was a little bit more playful than the other, and so maybe that is a thing that we could consider. I don't know. That's something to think through, I think. Okay, so I like the chair in the background of this one. Okay, so we've got a poodle here. And the stances really can change. It's the chair that I like for this one. So we've got a poodle sitting there. We've got another poodle here. These are more like doodles, I think. And then we've got the chair. Kind of comes up and around, like here-ish. So this dog's tail kind of like fluffs out more so than I think our real dogs will. But the chair kind of comes up through the back a little, and then around. You can't actually see in between them in the reference, but there would be a line in there somewhere. I like that it gives us something to look at. Like gives us a little bit of a scene, a little bit of a background. I don't know that I like it as much as I thought I would, but it may just be that I need more practice drawing dogs on a chair. Who knows? Alright, on to number 13, and that's the bows. Let me sharpen my pencil up. Yeah, I kind of think with this project, I think what I need to do probably is just paint a bunch of them and then maybe let her choose which one she likes at the end. Yeah, I think that's what I'm probably gonna end up doing. What'd I say, 13? And this one again, so with the bows, it's just gonna be about incorporating the bows into whatever composition we find, and whichever composition we like, I think. So yeah. So we've got, should the bows be in, just in the picture of them together, right? Yeah. These are getting sloppier and sloppier as we go. But they're basically the same every time. It doesn't matter. Okay. So we'll make this Mr. Bowtie. And then I don't know exactly. Okay, but they still have ears. I really like it. It's really funny. Okay, just a couple more. Okay, so for this one, there's a dog in front, being cute. And then the dog behind kind of has her head cocked to the side. You can't even really tell. What's happening there. And last one. This one feels more landscapey to me. And it's just them being cute together. just like snuggling up. Make one a little darker so that we can tell the difference. All right. Actually, I may go through and do that on all of these where they're a little harder to see. Did it a little on that one, but you still can't really tell, which is part of the reason I was not really feeling it. Okay, now let's take a step back. I could be on board with both of those. I like that one. Let's just narrow this down a little bit. I think 4 is out for me. Both dogs are about the same color, and I feel like it's going to be hard to distinguish what's what in this area. So I'm gonna say no to 4. And maybe the same problem here, but at least there's a little less overlap. So I feel a little better about it. Same thing here, I think. I think 5's out. 6 is fine. That's really cute. Compositionally, I don't know if it works. Unless there was a background. I already said no to 8 and 9. Yeah, even knowing what that is, it's hard to tell what I'm looking at. So I think 9's definitely out. 10, I think it'll be the same problem as the others. I think because they're the same color, I think it's gonna get a little jumbled. But I feel like because that's the face, I feel like there's a workaround there a little bit. And I mean, there would be with the fur too, just I don't want to put a bunch of detail into the fur, I guess. I'm gonna leave that one in for now. I do like the close-up of their faces. I forgot about that. I do like that. I love the flowers in the background. I don't think the chair quite works. Oh, but their faces here, I think does work. So I'm gonna go no on that one, but maybe on those. Let's check those two on all 3. Those pass inspection. That passes inspection. That may or may not pass inspection. That one's out. That one's out. This one passes. I think we learned from this one there has to be something in the background, I think. And I think it'll help distinguish it from the 2 on the outside, because I do think I'll probably just do like a blue background maybe. Although it could be fun to have a little row of flowers and fence line and stuff behind them on that one and then do something else on the background for this one. I don't know. I don't know. I love the bows. I think it'd be fun to incorporate them. We'll have to play around with that, I think. This one I think is worth playing with a little. That one I feel like we're going to have the same problem. I'm going to go ahead and just say no on that one. Okay, so what we learned. One, either we want a gap between them. Well, hold on, we've got all portrait. I think all portrait is going to be better. Those are just too close, I think, to the same size, up and down. I think all portrait, okay. All portrait is where it's at. Number 2. Either a gap between them, or I've got to make sure that we really distinguish between the two. I wonder if I have a picture of them together where their fur is touching. Yeah. So either a gap, or I'm gonna have to change one of their furs around a little bit to make them darker, at least in the area where their fur is touching. So either a gap or distinguishing shadow work. Okay. Oh, I said that one passed inspection, but it didn't. I'm not paying attention. For their solo pictures, I still like all 3 options. So there's one option where they're coming out from the corner at a 3/4 turn. This one where it's like almost fully a side profile. And then this one where they're closer and their heads are cocked to the side. So I think I still have to play with that a little bit. I think that means this doesn't pass inspection, because I do think that one needs to be landscape. So we're gonna poo-poo that one. I think that one needs to be landscape too. So let's poo-poo that one. Look, we're making decisions here today. Okay, need a background. For sure. I think it's cute where they're sitting next to each other like this, too. Five, bows, accessories. Question mark? That's going to be a decision for the commissioner. No, I'm going to poo-poo number 14 as well. Okay, so we're down to number 1, number 2, number 3, in which case I think I like 1 and 2 better. Probably 2. Number 6 passes all the inspections. Number 11 gives us the background. Number 13 gives us the bows. Okay. All right. I feel good about that. part of me wants to break here. Part of me just wants to get paint to paper. I think I'm gonna keep playing, but I don't have any fresh water up here, so I'm gonna have to go get some fresh water. Yeah, let me go do that, and then we will, I think we'll keep playing. So I will be right back. I might feed my dog, maybe get some tea or something while I'm down there. So I'll be a few minutes, but I will be back and I'll see you in just a minute. Okay. Didn't get tea, but I got some coconut water. And some normal water for my paintbrushes. And again, we're still just kind of here to play in the sketchbook. It's okay if we don't come out with any kind of final product today. Super low pressure here. Alright, so I'm gonna leave these as reference for myself. Where do I want to put these? Sketchbook's a little bit bigger. See if I can get it to fit. Okay, I think we're in. In case you can't read this, it says, this is where the weird plants hold their secret meetings. Oh, goodness. Okay. Let's get some different sized paintbrushes. We'll get my watercolors. I'm just going to play in watercolors today. I don't think I'm going to get the gouache out. That's ultimately what I'll be working with probably, but I'm not trying to make any detailed pieces today, so we're just going to play with these. Look at this dog hair in the paint. It was like in it. Okie dokie. Let's do this. Sorry, just going through pictures that she sent me of both dogs. Trying to get some good references put up here. With their little ploofy tails. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, so let's just go through these pictures really quick because they're really cute. Look at their hair. They're so funny. I love that picture. The sweet babies. I love that picture too. Oh my goodness. Okay. think I'm just going to paint poodles today and just have fun painting poodles and see what comes out of it. Okay. It looks a little scary, but I do like the dimension. I like, I don't know. I like that one a little bit. Even if it does look a little demonic or something. Get a little bit more water over here. Then we've got the Albert Einstein look over here. Can't really tell what's going on with the body, but I'm loving the hair. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. I think I just need to soften that out a little bit. I love it. And then technically her arm is coming out here. I didn't quite get that. And then Butch has got some pretty good hair going on in this one too. Let's get him real quick. With his little tongue hanging out. Oh, ran you off the page a little bit, or off the screen. Go out that far, because look here. That was a bit dark. Can't get this other color to show up though. We're just gonna go in dark. See what happens. added his little tongue. I don't know if you can tell in there. I'm not sure I like it though. We'll just leave it a little orange and let the eye decide what it wants to be. Oh, now you can really see it. Might be a bit too much. Messed up adding orange to that. Shouldn't have done that. It's kind of turned his whole little face orange. But listen, this is why we're playing in the sketchbook. That's exactly the reason. Well, one of the reasons. All right. Let's keep going, shall we? Actually, I guess I need to let this dry. Let me mute you really quick, or mute myself, I guess, so you don't have to hear my hair dryer, and I will be right back. All right. Let's keep going. Look at those cute little poodles. goes my paintbrush. Oh. That sound that you just heard was me bonking my head on the microphone. Yeah. Okay, the body's not right, but I'm kind of enjoying how the face is coming out. That all needs to darken up quite a bit. And then the ear doesn't quite start in the right place. It's down here further, but we get the idea. I like that one. This one's coming out a little bit more cartoony, I think. That's kind of nice. Okay. I think I feel good about painting Poodles now. Let me blow dry this real quick and then we'll flip back and forth. Okay. So I feel like I have a good understanding of the subject now and how to sort of push their face forward, push the ears back a little. Which I think is going to be sort of a key thing to making these portraits look good and look like they're dogs in space. Yeah. I love this do and that do. Oh my gosh, it's all perfect. So yeah, I am going to pause here, I think. So sorry, my nose itches so bad. I'm gonna pause here. I feel good about potential compositions. And the portraits. See, I wanted to do this so that I could get a better idea of how I wanted to do the solo pieces on the ends. So I feel better about it. Still not 100% on which version I'll choose. I think next time I'll start pinning down those decisions. Yeah, now that I feel good about just, painting Poodles in general. So next session, we'll hopefully get the official composition down. I feel like it's taken me so long, but, that's part of the process. And, yeah, I feel good about it. So let me know in the comments what kind of things you were working on while you were watching this. Let me know what you think about these Poodles, what you think about their hair, because their hair is fantastic. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow on the yoga mat, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. I believe I have a power flow for tomorrow. It might be yin, but I think it's a power flow. Although I may downgrade it to maybe like a gentle flow of some sort. I don't know. I haven't quite decided, obviously. But anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time on the mat. Grab your comfy clothes and your yoga mat, and I'll see you there. Bye, guys.